Hello, Nomads, and welcome to the Nomads of Fantasy. My name is Eric. I will be your host as we travel into the Starfield. But I'm not alone. I have my crew with me aboard the Frontier as well. I have weapons specialist Brandon. Discord's not picking any of that up.
That was my impression of a jetpack.
Oh.
I've been rocking a jetpack a lot.
All right. And I don't know. What's another crew member?
Science officer.
Yes.
Space medic.
Right, there you go. Science officer David.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge of the unknown. The wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Oh, beautiful.
Dun, dun,
You actually got a quote from the game.
Yep. Dig it up.
Hey, that's what jetpacks sound like, man.
I know. Discord is just completely cutting it out so I couldn't hear it at all.
Your jetpack.
Obviously, we are talking about Starfield. We are doing it's not really a review. It's like a first impressions. It's a
quick review.
little bit different. I mean, it's sort of a quick review, but it's more of just like, none of us have finished the game at this point. I don't think, anyways, right? Am I correct in saying that?
No, not even close.
No.
Okay.
That's why it's quick.
So this is, our first impressions. I mean, we were not in the early access crew, so we've only been playing Starfield for about a week when it came out on October. What fucking month is it? September 5th. We were able to play it on September 5th on the East Coast. So we've been playing it for a little over a week now. And we're just here to talk about our general impressions because I know all of us have been looking forward to this game for years, ever since Bethesda announced it back in they revealed it, I think, back in 2016 or something like that. I don't know. There was rumors of it back when we were still working together at our old job.
Right.
You know, like Starfield was Bethesda's next big thing, next new IP. So we've been looking forward to this for years because, we're all Bethesda Game Studios fans of Fallout, Skyrim,
Eric, you've
Elder
said
Scrolls.
it a few times. Skyrim is like your favorite game of all time.
If somebody asked me, what is your favorite video game, I would probably say Skyrim. Like, that's my go-to answer,
Right.
So
I'm pretty close to saying that too. Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this game for years. See what Bethesda has been cooking up.
But people even said it's like Skyrim in space.
That's the low hanging fruit comparison.
I'd say it's more like Fallout in space now that we've gotten hands on.
I don't play. I never got into the Fallout games. They always bored me. I never liked them. I don't know why. I feel like I should. I didn't really like 3.
You didn't like Fallout 3? That's my favorite Fallout game.
They're a little gray and depressing.
It was ugly. Everything was just like radioactive. It's just I don't like post-apocalyptic settings. You guys know that. I struggle with that. I like life. I like walking through a path and then all these animals come out and some are good, some are bad. In Fallout, it's just if it's alive, it's gonna try and kill you, and it's just it's kind of boring after a while. But I don't. How if you were have a scale of, let's say, Skyrim and Fallout 4 or 76 or whatever, where does Starfield lean on that spectrum? Towards which way? Because
absolutely Fallout. It's
there's
Fallout's here. Starfield's right over here.
There's a ton of stuff from 76 that they brought into Starfield, like the crafting and all the base building, all of that stuff, all the benches that you're going to improve your stuff. I mean, that was in the older games as well, but it's a lot of it is lifted directly from 76, and they just
why did they make a new Fallout game that took place in space?
People just want
more
Elder Scrolls and Fallouts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 76 is still going.
Well, Todd has said this that Starfield has been, so he always said 20 years in the making or something, because he had this idea of doing this, he just wanted to do a new theme. He liked this NASA punk style of game. It's more grounded, a little bit more realistic and based in reality, and just exploring the galaxy. But before we get ahead of ourselves, how much have each of us played? What's the hour count looking like so far after a week? Because it does give you an hour count on your save.
6 to 8, really? I think I was in the low 20s.
Oh damn! 6 to 8. You're only 6 to 8, Brandon. I thought you've been playing a lot.
I don't get that much time to game. It's just been busy. But
I thought I was the one lagging behind. I'm at like I'm at like 18 hours. I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm really. It's weird. I did this with Skyrim. I bought Skyrim when it came out, and I kind of dabbled with it. But then, like, eventually it grabs me once I get to a certain point in the game. And, like, for me, now I can pick up a Skyrim game and know what I'm doing. But with this game, I feel like it's that all over again, where it's, to me, there's a massive universe. Just seeing the amount of stuff being thrown at me, from characters to literally the places you can go to the shipbuilding, the choices that they give you, all the factions, they hit you up front. Like, do you want to join a there's just so much thrown at you, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed. So I'm really trying to crawl, walk, run into this game. I don't know. I'm just like intimidated. So I'm not like sneaking in this game to play it any chance I get. I'm gonna play it after this. Like, I want to play it, but I can't be tired. I have to mentally be ready for it, and it's just I don't know, because to me it's a smart game, and I want to lose myself to this world. So I want to read the dumb shit. I want to walk around and look at the stuff in the environment, you know. So I just want to take my time. I just can't treat it like an action game, like God of War. I'm gonna crush this game.
It's not one of those kind of games. Like, I think the thing that's kind of weird is that they don't hold your hand through the beginning of it, and it's got a really slow start to this game. Like, I'm just like,
it does, but
I just got this shipbuilding
your mining's
yesterday, and I'm 20 hours in, and there's not even a ton that I've unlocked yet. So, but then part of it, I think, is also like it's in a new universe. So this is the thing that I was having like trouble transitioning to, like Elder Scrolls. We played Oblivion and Morrowind, and all of those like in a row, so we know what to expect when we get to Skyrim. We know, hey, a fucking soul gem. I know what a soul gem is. I'm gonna keep that. I know I need that. Fire salts, like all the little things that you pick up.
It's true.
But in this, it's like a whole everybody knows Nernroot. It's like a whole new world of like a whole, I don't know, not opportunities, but a whole new world of like different materials that you're getting and spaceship stuff that you have to get, and you have to like kind of relearn.
It's like learning a new language almost, you know.
It is.
Because it is, like you said, we know the language of the Elder Scrolls games, the Fallout games, and this is very much obviously in that vein. But yeah, the materials are different. The weapons are different. There's obviously the spaceship aspect of it. Like you said, the shipbuilding. I did the same thing. Like, last night was the first time that I actually dove into the shipbuilder, and it's once you they don't really tell you anything. I don't know if there's a point where they tutorialize it at all, but you just kind of have access to it from the beginning, and you could mess around in there. So I looked at it, and I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with this right now. But last night,
you need some money for that.
Need some money, you need some parts. So last night I finally had a good chunk of change. I'm like, listen, I'm going to build out my own ship, that I want to do.
You start from scratch?
I spent like an hour.
You mod the Frontier.
So I got another ship from a different mission that was like a very basic ship that I upgraded and modified. So like, it was like I don't know if you guys have done the mission yet, where like basically if you get arrested, they'll throw you into this whole side quest, which is what I've been working on for the past couple days. It's a very long side quest.
You can be arrested. I feel like anytime you visit a planet, they like scan you to see if you got any shady shit on you, and then they're like, "All right, you're good. You can come and visit our planet now." They're constantly
I would get
if you get arrested.
I just pickpocketed someone, and I got caught.
Okay.
So
because I rescued somebody and they had some contraband, they had something on there, and I'm like, black market stuff, and I'm like, I could take that. But then if I do, I can't visit the planet I was supposed to be going to.
Yeah. There's
if
ways to solve that problem.
If you want to
kind of get around that,
I'd really like the mission.
Hide it in your butt.
Hide it in your butt. I would recommend getting arrested because it does throw you into a pretty fun side quest. Like you are.
So I'm a space cop right now. I joined the cop, the Frontier Rangers or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll kick me out if I get arrested.
I feel like space, like Wild West, like you're on like outskirts of Tatooine when you're in like that city. Like
I'm trying to be like Star Wars Mandalorian in some way. I'm out for myself. Kind of a little sassy.
Get this out of the way. We all chose the space scoundrel background.
Yes.
Because I mean, it's fucking Han Solo, basically. You know,
it is. That's all I'm trying to be. Mandalorian Han Solo character.
I named my character after the Spaceballs Lone Star, so I'm kind of playing it like a lighthearted Han Solo, not afraid to murder. Or,
I'm similar.
I like that you can put your name in, and it'll say your name on the ship. Hello, Brandon.
Right.
Captain Brandon.
But yeah,
Eric, so when you're going back to your story.
Oh, yeah.
About how you got the other ship.
Oh, so yeah, there's this mission that you do, like this whole side quest that springs off if you get arrested. I don't know if you have to get arrested specifically on New Atlantis, but I think it's related to the UC, the United Colonies, faction. So if you get arrested by them, it springs you into this whole mission, basically where you go undercover and infiltrate the Crimson Fleet, and it's pretty cool.
Oh,
that's pretty sweet.
No. So I got I'm
onto the Crimson Fleet. I'm onto them. I'm doing some investigating right now, shaking down a couple people on the inside, doing some dirty trading. But yeah.
So you get like a prison transport from that mission, and it has no weapons, but it has really good cargo and really good grav drive. So I'm like, okay, I could use this as a base to build up my ship. So I spent like an hour just making this pretty sweet ship, and it's like a beast. It's really cool.
So I was wondering like how you guys were able to build your ship, but your hours explained it, because I was looking tonight. I'm like, let me dabble with that before we talk about it. And it's just like I have to unlock all this shit. I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of experience I need to gain to have the ability to adjust my ship. So I was like, all right, I came in. So that makes sense now. See, that's the thing. Like this game, there is so much thrown at you, and when you play a Bethesda game, you know how it works. I can see like just Bethesda. I can just see the structure,
their formula. It's there definitely.
The way the NPCs move.
Oh my god,
how it's designed.
Yeah, that's the one thing that bothers me. That's like the knock that I give it. Like everybody poops in the story or whatever. Like,
you don't like it? It's that Bethesda charm.
It's like they're fucking Disney animatronics, just like walking
around. The animations.
Like that's the part that
the camera, dude. It always just like locked straight dead on.
It's true. Yeah.
So when they move, the world moves, but their head doesn't, and it just doesn't feel.
Well, they don't. Their bodies don't move either. They're like, I am so angry, and they're just staring straight at you.
Yeah.
The whole body is just not moving. It needs more life to those characters, but. I mean, just the stories that they tell between like the environments and then the quests that you go on are just friggin' hilarious. Did either of you guys take the parents perk where you have a mom?
No, I almost did.
I thought about it, but no, I didn't.
You have to pay them.
Fucking funny. And it's not that much, but it's like
I didn't know at the time, but yeah, now that playing the game, I realize it's not that much.
It's fucking silly. Like they just like you go visit them once, and they're like, "Oh, son, you're so like." It's like the same like doting mom, and then like dad, like you got to work hard and blah blah blah, and then they're like so proud of you, and like that's how I got my second ship. Is like go to my dad's house, and he's telling me a story about how he was in a poker game and that he had his biggest win ever, and I won a spaceship. And I'm gonna give it to you. I'm like, oh okay, fucking cool.
It's like Han Solo. Your dad is Han Solo, and he's giving you his ship.
Okay. It's funny though, because the parent, like, you can see it taken out of Fallout, where like your parents in Fallout, you pick the parents, and that made your character. I think
you create the parents, and then the amalgamation of the parents.
This one works the opposite, where you make your character, and they have the parents based off of you. So my dad like looks like like an old version of me, which is kind of hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Just there's so much in this game. It is kind of hard to even like put a number on it after like 20 hours into it. Like it's one of those ones that like is going to be played for a long time. And once, I don't know if there's going to have mods on Xbox or whatever, but once the mods start getting in there, I think it's going to be
that point you're just saying there, Dave, like that is like that's like so I don't want to get it's tough to talk about this without talking about some of like the big scores that were thrown out there with this. When I say big names, like IGN gave this like a 7 out of 10, but it's crazy because yes, Tears of the Kingdom 10 out of 10 masterpiece. The game is phenomenal. I don't know how I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but I would say that game probably deserves to be Game of the Year. But it's so early with Starfield for me to say if it could be my game of the year. And is it better than a 7 out of 10? Like, is it just an 8? Is it a 9? I don't know. But like, if I play Tears of the Kingdom and I make a new gameplay, I can't play another version of that game. I play the way that game is made to be played. Mm-hmm. It's full of amazing stuff to explore, from the sky to the mainland to the depths.
Keyword explore.
It's great.
Underline that for later.
But Starfield also I'm exploring, but I can explore it as an asshole. I can explore it as like Captain Justice. I could be a Han Solo. I could just go around and just be like a weirdo and just like go around just like mugging people. I can do anything I want in that game, and the game is made for me to do that. And it'll never get old. Like that's the thing right now with Skyrim. I could just pick a race I've never been. And like I don't even have any interest in doing it, but like it forces you to play the game and see the game differently, and the way the world treats you. Like
yes,
like, I just think that like I don't understand how they can give this game a 7 when I'm just blown away by like it is a miracle that some of these games exist because of the systems they have. Tears of the Kingdom has some good systems. The physics systems is fun, lightning in the rain, all that stuff. But they had that in Breath of the Wild, right? But this game, I don't know. I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, we know that we're gonna be playing this for years, but yeah.
Now that we're talking about that and mentioning, exploring and stuff, I want to leverage one of my complaints with this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a valid one. It's a valid one.
There's no point to exploring in this game. Like, there's no point to.
Well,
hold on.
In a ship.
Don't interrupt me. Let me get my point across, then we can talk about it. I know we all want to jump in, but so again, you're in your ship, whatever. The loading screens, I've gotten used to that stuff with the ship, going from onto your ship up into, the atmosphere and then jumping to a planet. That stuff is sort of like clicked with me. I don't mind as much that I'm not like, flying to a planet, No Man's Sky style, landing on it seamlessly, all that stuff. Like I'm starting to click with like just the flow of the UI and traveling to different planets and systems and stuff. But one of my main complaints is like we talk about exploring in like Skyrim. If you explore in Skyrim, you go off in one direction of the world, you're going to find something cool and interesting no matter where you go. No matter, pick a direction on the map, go there.
Right.
You're going to find something cool. This game, not so much. You get in your ship, you fly to a new system, you land, say you just land on a random planet. I went to Earth because I thought, hey, this is cool. I can land on Earth. Land there, there's fucking nothing there. Nothing there at all to do. Same with the moon.
It's a disaster.
I go to the moon, land there, there's nothing there. There's not even like an outpost to explore. There's nothing. So
really depends. I feel like every time I pick a random spot on a planet, there's always like some man-made structure not far.
It's all. I mean, again, that's the part of the game that's like procedurally generated. So like when you choose to land on a planet in a random point anywhere on the planet, when you land, it procedurally generates the landmass and the points of interest that are there when you land. So,
is this so that they could have like thousands of planets to visit?
Yes. This is how they can have all those planets. But I mean, some of the stuff, like, sure, there'll be like an abandoned fucking outpost and you can find some cool shit in there, sure. But like just going off into the distance, on a specific planet, one, it takes so long to get anywhere because you have to walk there. You can't just fly your ship over to a spot and land. Whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
But
a lot of these are the same things that No Man's Sky is, but
I mean, whatever. No Man's Sky. I'm comparing this. I'm comparing this not to No Man's Sky. I'm comparing this to other Bethesda games.
Yeah,
it's true, but the Bethesda game, I wrote down one of my things was it's exploring without the wanderlust, because the wanderlust is like what makes Skyrim and Fallout.
Yeah, it makes me not want to. It makes me not want to explore anywhere in this game.
Hill over there. But
the meat of this game is like the quests and like the story stuff.
I was just gonna say, I think it's a quest first.
You can absolutely wander though, because like I've gone, started in a
you
couple.
You can wander, but it won't be rewarding.
Same 5. Well, no, because if you go to those systems, there are pre-made things in those systems.
Sure, I'm talking about picking a random planet and landing on a random spot on that planet. I'm not talking about landing in like a city or landing in like a specific predefined marker on the planet. I'm talking about pick a random point on the planet and land.
But you don't know if those procedurally generated things are special though. You're just assuming that every procedurally generated thing is like just a fucking cave with some dudes in it. Like, there could be specific encounters. I don't know. I've encountered some interesting things out there.
One of you guys said that this is going for a more realistic approach. And let's be honest, space is dead. So I think I just think that like maybe this is their way.
But it's a video game. It shouldn't be boring.
For gameplay. But they're doing at the scale that they're doing. They're just saying like, hey, space is kind of barren anyway. So what are you really? I mean,
I get it, sure, but it's not fun.
You're always gonna find some ancient missing civilization and some crashed ship. Always like stuff there. Like the game would never come out then. Now I think the foundation's there, and I'm like more excited when I think about the DLC. I was saying to you guys earlier, like. Oh, my brother I was talking to. Like, the first DLC for this game could totally be First Contact. We've discovered aliens. Like not like bugs and lizards and shit. Like,
that is true. There is no aliens
intelligent race.
That I've
right.
It's all humans.
I mean, there's alien life, but there's no, like,
intelligent. Right.
Yeah. So the DLC could be that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That would be cool.
And then the next one is like another faction, and all of a sudden you got like you go from like Iron Man, where it's like a very grounded thing, to like now we're dealing with space gods and religion across the galaxies and multiple units. Like this could do that with the DLC. That's one thing I would complain about. I was like, come on, I kind of wanted a Mass Effect thing, like just show me like other alien species in here, but maybe realistic.
A lot of Mass Effect in this. That is a good point. Like there is a lot of
the heavy focus on companions.
Yeah, companions, dialogue, like the spaceship stuff. I mean, I get why they didn't put like vehicles in it. Like,
I don't get
I would
have
loved to make a buggy. I got a jetpack, but like, give me a buggy, a space buggy.
That would make
want to go to the fucking moon.
That would make planet exploration way more fun because, like,
Eric, could you imagine like space derby races?
They're
just happening. Like,
yeah,
race
on a motorcycle, on Mars or whatever, but.
If you land on the planet and there is a point of interest 1,000 meters away, I don't want to walk all the way over there. It takes so long.
Or even like Destiny did it, where like you could just automatically zap up like a speed bike and just zip you around and get off. Like
that would be awesome. I would love that
in the large areas.
The Elden Ring horse, like
if they had some faster means of transportation, exploring the planets would be a lot more fun.
Once you get there, though, you can fast travel back to your ship, right?
You can fast travel back to your ship, but just getting there.
You still got to walk out there.
Yeah.
It's the fine balance of of travel. How do I travel? Do I travel by foot or do I travel by fast travel? But like, I think when you're asking people to like immerse yourself, it's a Bethesda game. It's an RPG. Immerse yourself. Oh, I'm trying to immerse it, and having like a heavy focus on the fast travel does kind of diminish the part of the experience that we were hoping.
It just
for.
breaks it up, It's like, okay, I go from this loading screen to the next one. The destination is not
always the fun thing. It's like the journey too could be just as fun. You're talking about that wanderlust or whatever, like when you're walking through and like more things could happen, and like that's what we want. Like I want to walk there.
Definitely.
But it's a different type of game, or like I don't know. You could feel like you could just take all of these different things and just mash them all into one planet and be like, we're just gonna have a fucking space game on one planet.
I would have much preferred that. Like,
give us 60 planets instead of
other people. Not even 60. Give us 5 fully handcrafted planets in a solar system that we could hop around to, and you could explore the entire planets. Like other people have said this on other podcasts or whatever, but I completely agree. Like if they just spent the time to handcraft, 5 planets in one system. Right. And you could just hop between them. I think that would have been way better.
That's space. Like this is more like Bethesda Star Trek kind of.
Yeah, and Star Trek's boring.
I ran into a Star Trek mission and it was fucking awesome. I'll just
that does sound cool. But I think this game really shines. this game does really shine. Like, I mean, Bethesda is the quest lines and like the factions and the stuff where you're doing multi-step side, like the one I'm doing right now with where I'm undercover infiltrating the Crimson Fleet. Like that stuff is cool. I'm traveling around on missions, pretending to be part of this crew, and then I'm gathering evidence and reporting back to the UC. So that stuff is cool. I like that stuff a lot.
Fun. All right, I took a tour of a museum, like, and I just followed a guy around and just like watched him, like.
That's where this game shines.
Solar power, and this is like blah blah blah. And I spent like an hour doing that.
Where is that? I missed it.
I think it was when I was out in the frontier somewhere.
Okay.
One of those.
Dave, I got a big question. I keep thinking about you when I play this game because I got to ask because this is one of your things. The mini game. The lockpicking.
I like the lockpicking mini game.
So much better than. I'm so glad that they have a new lockpicking mini game. Like the one from Skyrim and Fallout is so fucking old and so fucking boring at this point.
Okay, where it's pressure, you feel it. The
Skyrim one, you just like go around in the circle and then you like twist the lock and then like.
But you feel it, I think, right?
Right, it'll like wiggle. Yeah.
And you'll know.
It's all right. Okay, I don't know what it's cool because. Like you've got like the different rings, and you got to line up the key locks with like the different rings.
Yeah.
Which, and I mean, I had a buddy over here, and we were just talking about it. Like, but like he lines them up and like does it all in his head before he actually presses the button. And
that's
what
I do too.
Just fucking
just
go.
You can't waste. You can't waste them, or
Yeah, I only have like one or two on me at any given time, so I'm always like.
What I do is you can, you can choose a specific one that will fit. And if you upgrade your lockpicking, I don't know if it's in the beginning, but the ring will turn blue if the certain one you have selected actually fits in there. So you can turn it. So cool. I upgraded my lockpicking twice, I think. And like I was telling Brandon this earlier on Discord, like I am a scavenger. Like I fucking... Every corner of every building I will explore until every room is, until I explore every single room in that building. I will scavenge everything.
Are great for that.
And fucking, so I wanted to upgrade my lock picking because I'm like running into all these locks that are like, I can't, my skill's not high enough to even try it, which it's not really a complaint. It's just a different system for this game. Like in Skyrim, you could try a master lock from the beginning. Like even if if your lockpicking skill was really low, you could still try it. But with this game, you actually have to acquire the skill before you can even attempt it. And it's the same with like
Fallout.
Yeah, it's that's from Fallout. Closer to Fallout. But I like the Skyrim leveling system so much better. Yeah. Like the more you do something, the more you level it up. Like I like that system better. But this is more classic like RPG style.
On that note, I know, I'm sure we've all gone up a couple levels. I kind of do like the marrying of like the perk selection with the having to level up that specific skill.
I do like
it's kind of a combination of Fallout and Skyrim where you get to pick your perks, but then you have to do like a certain number of things in order to get the next level of said perk. Which
like if you want it
new to me.
If you want to use that skill more, then you have to complete like the perk challenge or whatever, which is kind of cool.
Which is interesting because I guess it's like the more often you're using things, you'll kind of naturally guide yourself down the path of what skills you're taking. Like I haven't taken pickpocketing yet. Like I kind of like that. Like you can't just start the game and just go pickpocket somebody. You have to actually take the pickpocketing skill in order to unlock that. Same thing with sneaking. Like if you're not a sneaky person, you can't sneak. I don't know. It's just an interesting way of
Can you guys kind of you guys are good at understanding these? Your little developer brains are like breaking this stuff down. But like, how? So what's going on with this carbon dioxide thing? Maybe I was like not paying attention when they were explaining it to me.
It's basically your stamina meter.
I feel it's stamina, right? But then like
if you use too much of it,
white, and you go all the way, it starts turning red, and it becomes CO2.
Just don't do that.
And it but how much of the red? Like, what is the red doing?
When you can build all the way, you lose a little bit of health as you're.
Well, you can pick up like ailments also. You'll have like little status icons.
Those are super cool. I love those.
Yeah.
Oh, I had like a cough. I kept like coughing, and I had to get rid of the goddamn cough.
If you stand over like a helium gas vent or whatever, you get it in your breath and like you
for too long. Yeah,
damage your lungs. But
Okay.
there's these little triangles that are associated with like physical ailments or like bone breaking ailments or like different. There's like I don't know. There's a couple different colors, but like the medicine is divided into like this will heal yellow ailments or this will heal orange ones or blue ones or stuff like that, which is new to the system of I don't know Bethesda RPG system, but
okay.
I think it's a cool thing. Like, because I jumped down from like a real high thing and I like sprained an ankle. And I'm like, well, fuck. And now I'm like walking a little slower or something like that. But
right,
you have to use a specific thing to fix that. Which is...
Okay.
I have each thing that will heal.
And now explain to me this: the spacesuit. So I feel like I always have the damn thing on, but like when I'm in town, I don't want to wear a spacesuit, so I have to manually take it off.
No, there's a button. There's a button for that.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I had a different solution. What do you have?
If you go onto the inventory screen where you have the spacesuit that you have equipped, if you press LB, I think it is, there's a button that says hide in settlements.
Okay. Yep, that's the same thing.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all I want.
I just did that for my helmet. I didn't know you could do that for your spacesuit too.
I took it
just
off,
do it.
And then, like,
if you just do it for your spacesuit, it'll also take off your helmet. So you don't have to do it for your helmet.
Nice.
So your helmet's technically part of your spacesuit.
Feel weird walking around all bulky and like this.
Giant, just like
I did that too. At first, I was unequipping it manually, but then I'm like, oh shit, there's actually a button for that. So I did that. Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, it definitely takes you out of the immersion a little bit if you're walking around.
I mostly play in first person, but like once in a while I'll see. Yeah, like I'll go in third person just to change it up, and I'm like, I look like such a dork.
I like to. I mean,
I'm an astronaut. I
walk around in my spacesuit 24 hours a day.
Stay away from me. Yeah.
I mean, it's an RPG, and I do like role playing in this game. Like, having the specific attire that would make sense for the situation that you're in, because like. The mission I'm doing, I'm on like a fancy Starliner like cruise spaceship. And like I was just in my like fucking, trashy pirate clothes or whatever. So I was digging around and I broke into somebody's room and I found these fancy suits and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna put these on so I can blend in with the the fancy party. So like that kind of stuff is just fun to role play in this universe.
It is fun. It is fun role playing. It's fun because like I feel like I was saying earlier with my comparison to like Link. It's like I'm Link. I'm Link, and I'm the one who will save Hyrule again. But this game, like I can like fuck you campaign. I'm not doing any of this shit. I can just be anything. I can legit just be a goofball for the night and just not even be serious about it and just make a stupid character or just be stupid that night and just have fun just fucking around with the systems that they have. Like, okay, not that I was really fucking around with it, but like I'm not like role playing, but I'm kind of playing this cop character where I don't have patience if people keep dicking around with me. So some guy's like, I got information for you, but I got a guy who's trying to shake me down for money. Maybe if you could, put a word in, maybe you can get him off my back. And then if you do that for me, I would love to give you that information. I help you, help me kind of thing. So I go there and they're like, this guy is like a big deal around here. Like you gotta, respect this guy when you go in. He's kind of like he gives people jobs, but he's like kind of a like a mobster, right? So I go there, talk to this guy, and he's just like such an asshole. And I'm just like, you just like leave this guy alone. He doesn't have the money. Just like leave him alone. And he's like, I'm like, what are you gonna do for me? And I'm like, I can't take this. So I'm really bad at persuading people. Dude, even though that's one of my perks, but I just
short
can't.
On patience.
Yeah, so it always just ends with like them just like, all right, if we don't settle this, we're just gonna fight right here. So I'm in this guy's office in this factory, and I was like, yeah, shit went down. I was just like, fuck you then. Like, let's go. And then, so I kill him. I kill the other people, and then everybody in the building comes after me. And I'm like, man, all I had to do was just ask this guy to just leave this guy alone, not ask for this money. But no, he said no. And now, like, 13 people are dead. Mm-hmm. So I
they all have families, too.
Yeah, and I feel like, some people just take jobs just to get by kind of thing. And I'm like, man, like, I didn't really that escalated quickly is what I'm trying to say. It's just like, But like in the moment, the way Bethesda's writing is always so fun. But it's just like I want to say that because it sounds fun. So I click it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
I'm definitely playing the like very close to Han Solo. I'm like the scoundrel with the heart of gold. So like I will pick the snarky responses, and I will pick the option. I will pick the option also to take any opportunity to squeeze more credits out of someone if I'm doing them a favor.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
I'm doing that.
I'm good to good people.
But I also, but I will also. I'm not gonna.
But if you're a mobster, I'm like, I don't have time for you. You're scum, anyways.
I'm not gonna exploit like some poor dude down in the mine. No, I'm not gonna do that. But like,
they stole my space tractor.
Like a higher up fucking government official kind of dick dude who has the credits. I'm like, give me a little extra credits.
Right. Yeah. Of course we're all doing this, Han Solo.
I've got enemies in my head already. They don't even know that they're my enemies yet, but I fucking hate it. I can't stand them. Like some pleasure planet I ran across just randomly.
Pleasure planet? Where's this? Give me the coordinates.
It's like a resort planet where it's just like
I heard about that.
Rich people lounging around, and they're just fucking dicks there. And I'm just like, that's kind of my space rule. Like, don't be a dick.
If I go there, I would just steal from everybody there. Steal all their shit.
I kind of want to go on a murder spree and just kind of
just mass murder everybody.
I know. I got
kill the CEO and be done with it.
I got that cowboy companion with me lately.
Sam Coe.
Coe.
Yeah.
He's cool, but like he doesn't like that I steal shit, but I'm always like going in rooms like I'm at his dad's house and like we need some maps at his dad's house.
I just did this last night.
Yeah, and I like got I got the maps from the dad, like come on, cut us a break or whatever. So he gives us the maps, but then I'm like, I could use those oranges too, because I just need
oranges.
That's some oranges.
Yeah,
you're stealing oranges from my dad.
He's fucking. I don't need scurvy on my spaceship.
And he's fucking judging me. He's like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. And I'm like, well, you can tell your fucking dad that he stole his oranges.
Those are my dad's favorite oranges.
I'm always like stealing.
How would you feel if somebody came in your house and started stealing your oranges? I'd be a little pissed off. Rub me the wrong way.
Yeah, maybe they're really hard to get from a fruit from Earth. Like in the future on a random planet, they found out how to grow it. I'm stealing them. Yeah.
There's another. I didn't like that guy. Like that guy annoyed me because he brought his. A spoiler warning question mark.
No,
but he fucking brought his kid on my ship.
We're all at
I
that
want
point,
no goddamn kids on my ship.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of cute.
About your fucking school lessons. No, off my ship. I'm a mean pirate. Leave me alone.
But Dave, one of the perks I picked was the annoying fan because I wanted the extra so he could carry shit for you. But like having him and the kid on my ship, I was just like, oh my god, I can't take it anymore. So I went to the annoying fan and like, you gotta go. So I kicked him off my ship.
That's funny.
I was like, I
it's
couldn't
like
take
your
both.
dad patience, like your irritability.
Shut up,
just like everybody, shut the fuck up! I'm flying the ship right now.
I will crash this into a meteor. You fucking asshole! Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I've really only been rolling with Sarah so far, which she's all right. She's not bad.
Does she remind you of
I've been using the flirt option on her though, but she doesn't want to. She says she doesn't feel like she deserves to be in a relationship right now. So
it sounds like something.
I'm biding my time. So
she could
eventually.
Be gay, dude.
Sarah.
She could be gay.
Well, she did. At her old job or whatever, she was really head over heels for this one Aja chick or whatever. So I'm getting a little bit of her background, but it's it's fun.
Huh. She looks like Khaleesi, but like I went to she's very judgy. Like I went to take like a bounty mission to like go get some credits from some dude at a bank or whatever. She's like, really? We're gonna put off exploring the galaxy to go collect money? And I'm like, fuck off, Sarah. Like
everything I do, it says
don't
Sarah.
Judge me.
Everything I do, it saes Sarah liked that. So I'm doing a good job.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Oh, I know. I'm getting somewhere.
Me and Barrett are thick as thieves. We're just rolling around like fucking Han and Chewie, just two bros exploring the galaxy.
Which one was Barrett?
It's like the black guy that gets you out of the first mining colony.
Yeah,
he's got like got like a Lando kind of vibe to him.
Yeah,
like he's like a smooth talking son of a bitch, and he vibes with me. I like him.
I found a sniper and whatever the planet is where like the lodge is. But I went to the bar and there's like all these people that would go on your ship. So I'm like, all right, I have money for the.
Yeah.
So it's like a sniper would be cool to have. He's like a cowboy wannabe tech guy. He's like, all right, you want to go shoot stuff? All right, wherever you want to go.
Can you take him like on missions with you, or does he just go to your ship?
Oh, dude, I got all these people on my fucking little frontier little ship. There's like so many. I'm like walking through.
You got a fucking clown car going on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. And it's funny, you get the Bethesda jank sometimes where you'll see like the characters will just be standing, but they're like standing on like 1 pixel, so they're like, it's like weird. It's just like they're elevated, so they're just like standing there, just like, and I'm like, I'm gonna act like they're just sitting instead of just staring at the wall, just like
ignore that. You don't need.
And I love Bethesda jank sometime, man. When like you're talking to somebody, but an NPC is like walking through your scene, dude.
There's been a couple good.
I fucking lose it. I love it. Go into a crowded area and talk to somebody. It'll happen. In the eyes. Oh my god, it's funny, dude. It's so good. The camera sometimes just can't keep up, so it'll move. But dude, it's great. Yep. It's really good.
All those random systems just kind of smashing into each other, and it's
dude.
See what
competition's getting hot, dude. Because Cyberpunk has like a new patch that came out, I think maybe again, and then they have like
there's a big patch coming out with the DLC. Yeah,
dude, and I'm just like thinking about how that game. I really like Cyberpunk. I'm like, that game was gorgeous. Like, all those people aren't going to do what Bethesda's doing, where they have like some kind of a life where they go somewhere, but still, just like I feel like I'm in the seedy underworld in space. Like, it feels like Cyberpunk.
There's a lot of there's a lot of similarities with this game to Cyberpunk.
But this has got that Bethesda jank, but it's just like kind of not as cool.
There's some corners of. I think there's a city that I found that gives you that Blade.
I know there's a Cyberpunk city,
Neon City or whatever. It's like it's like an oil rig kind of thing, where it's like on a water planet.
Yeah,
and everything's lifted up. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I haven't been there yet.
Interesting.
But...
I
ran through that thing just like I was hot shit because like you gotta change your attitude here, and I'm like.
Does the main quest take you there, or is it like a side quest or something?
I think one of them does eventually.
I'm hunting down the Crimson. What is it? The Crimson?
Crimson Fleet is the pirates.
Crimson Fleet. Hold on, grabbing a beer.
Yeah. So there was two former marshals or rangers that had. I think now I don't know. But anyways, I'm hunting down 2 people, inside job, and it takes you there because you're trying to get like extract information.
That's cool.
Like which is pretty cool. Like the quests do make you kind of zip around, and like the fast travel is good for that part of it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to be careful what I talk about because like somebody wants. It's not important, but it is a cool area to visit, and like the cities are awesome. I love seeing them. You know what I really like too is the little space stations in outer space, like when you go up to them
and you're docking on them and stuff.
You get that interstellar kind of camera view of it, like
yeah.
I like
the docking
that
animation is fun.
I get so excited, like what am I gonna see in this? Because some of them it's just like a dead body and blood, and like oh shit went down, and other ones just like medical staff walking around, or like there's one person or whatever. So I like that. It's like I guess the Fallout vaults. Maybe you don't know what you're gonna.
Right.
David's return with the beer. I'm talking about how like the space stock or the space stations out in outer space, kind of like the Fallout vaults a little bit. You never know what you're gonna get when you go into one of these space stations.
Docking on random space stations. I think
part of the exploration though. That's
definitely. I think I'm more excited about the space stuff now that I have built my own ship because I really like my ship, and it's like. Now I feel like it's mine. With the Frontier, it's like they just give it to you, and you have this stock ship. So now that I've built my own, I'm like, I customize this how I want. It looks sweet. It was inspired by Buzz Lightyear, so I got like purple, blue, and white colors. Oh. I called it the Ranger. Like it's a sweet ship.
Cool. That's pretty dope.
It does get I don't know. We're going on a bit here. It's not really a quick review, but it's. Like there's so many different ways that you can go, and I
haven't even interacted
so many
with
different ways
base
to
building
spend your
stuff
time.
Yet.
Like it's insane. Like You can, I mean, with the different ways that you can build your ship, you can have ships that are catered towards like running stuff. Like we didn't even talk about building our own outposts yet. Like that's.
I haven't even. Have you interacted with the outpost stuff?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, I haven't done any of that yet.
And I just kind of like every time I'm going through my menus to like build stuff, I just like track everything. So because I don't know what resources I need to build what. Like I don't know what the fuck an adaptive frame is. Like, but I know I need it. So no,
can you build outposts anywhere, or are there specific
any planet at any spot? So when you scan a planet, like
it shows you like the resource, like nickel, iron,
like So if you usually want to go on like the corner of like 2 of them or whatever, but you can land there, and that's essentially, if you look at your scanner, you can see what resources you can collect, and you just set up collectors, and they just gather shit for you. Or you can set up, storage things that collect from all those storage things, and then it transfers it to your ship or transfers it to your base. And you can set up your own base with as many different workstations as you want and storage things. It gets kind of crazy. Like you could spend hours and hours doing that shit.
I can imagine. Like that's the stuff that it's intimidating, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to like.
But the thing is, you don't even have to interact with those systems if you don't want to.
Right.
Which is nice, yeah. Like they don't force you to do it, but they also don't really tell you how to do it either. You kind of just gotta figure it out.
Which is kind of crazy. There's a startling lack of tutorial in this game, which is fine. Everybody kind of figures it out, but it's kind of the part of the thing. Like my buddy stopped over here. We're just talking about the game, and like there was probably like 3 or 4 things that like, hey, did you know you could do this? And I'm like, I had no idea I could use the surface map on the planet. And he told me a trick with the cutter to like mine stuff way quicker. It's got an alternate fire if you hold left trigger.
Yeah.
Fucking news to me. Yep. I don't know. We haven't even talked about the music yet, and the music is.
Just waiting to talk about sound and music, because I would say
so good.
This is some of the best sound production I have heard in years, and I've played some good games, but man. The sound, just going in your spaceship and just hearing the sound of the space kind of creaking a little bit, it's just so real. I feel like I'm really there. And then the music score is outstanding. Instant classic, I can already tell.
Oh yeah, the theme is so memorable, and like it's awesome. And like they know when to swell up the music at the big moments.
It's got that same melody too, though, that like carries through it. That's like in the like mission complete. Like I don't know, say jingle or whatever, but the mission complete music and the story music and the ship music, like it's very good. It's Enon Zur, who was the
is that the Fallout guy?
Yes, Fallout guy. He did. He did a lot of Fallouts. He does a lot of movies too, though. But movies, television, video games. Yeah, he's been doing this shit for a long time. Like,
I think the voice acting is really good this time around too.
I wouldn't say really good, but I think
for I feel like Skyrim, it's got like it feels like 20 actors.
I think for the main characters, it's pretty good. But like, I like just some of the random guys you talk to is like, I don't know.
Oh, I bet a character. He was like some high up or something like that, and he was definitely a voice from Skyrim, because I could just picture.
Oh yeah,
a character
they definitely got some repeat
having this voice, and I'm like, dude.
They used the same Norse voice for that.
Yeah. They didn't even change it. So, but
this one, I haven't noticed a lot of repeats or anything like that.
I just impressed at, like, I don't know, maybe I played a lot of Skyrim and heard a lot of voices, but I feel like I always heard like the same 20 voices in Skyrim, and this one
they made it a point when they were like, developing this game, be like, yeah, we got tons of voice actors and tons. Which
they say it's twice as much than Skyrim and like Fallout 4 or whatever.
Which I think it could be
more than both of them together.
250,000 lines of dialogue and 300 plus voice actors
of varying quality. Some are better than others. You can definitely tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense, if you have to hire that many voice actors, you're obviously going to spend the money on the characters that you're talking to the most. But some Joe Schmo on some side mission might be a little stilted or whatever, but it doesn't take me out of it.
You got paid like $20 to read his lines. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Here's a free copy of the game.
Yeah. I mean, at first I don't know. And in general, this game, like to kind of wrap up a little bit, like the obvious comparisons to No Man's Sky are pretty apparent. Where I think this game could have made a big help for itself by having like some sort of like system view where you like can fly between the planets, but not like fly in first person. But there's a better way between fast traveling between one to the other. Like that still is kind of a little bit of meh. But
feels clunky, but you get used to it the more you play.
Having to land on the planet, like that's fine. Like whatever. I don't need to fly into the atmosphere and find a good spot to land every time. It is fun and No Man's Sky, but No Man's Sky is so filled with just like procedurally generated random crap everywhere you go.
It's also a different type of game. Like, No Man's Sky isn't really
exploring.
No Man's Sky isn't really an RPG. It's more like exploration and whatnot. But this is like, you care about your character, you're leveling up your skills and your perks.
Yes.
We didn't even talk about I feel like we could go another 30 minutes on this, but the gunplay is the best it's ever felt in a Bethesda game.
It's good.
Not bad. It's not bad. They did
better than Fallout.
I had to lower the.
Hey, you leave Fallout alone. They did the
Fallout's
best.
fine,
the best thing
but
they did was they took
that's Xbox.
they took VATS out of Fallout and put it.
The ID team.
Some people are mad about no VATS.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's a Fallout thing. Like that's specifically for that.
It's fine. I don't care. I think that the gunplay is fun and like there's a large variety of weapons, and you're constantly finding new guns and stuff. So
there's so many different types of ammo. I have no idea what the fuck.
I just pick up everything. It doesn't weigh anything, so I'm just like, fuck, I'll probably need this in the future. Pick it up.
Dude, space revolvers. That's one thing that Star Wars could maybe possibly add is just like gunslinger shit. Like I know blasters are cool. That's like a Star Wars thing, but man, like a space like pistol.
Yeah, because there's like ballistic weapons and laser weapons.
Sweet revolver.
Yeah,
it just looks cool. That cyberpunk kind of look. I don't know. I was like, it's my go-to. I love it. Just like aiming for the head and like, fuck yeah. I just feel like a cool cop with my fucking pistol.
And like I feel like the ballistic weapons in this game feel better than like the laser weapons. The laser weapons I feel like don't have as much impact and it's not as satisfying.
They're just lasers.
Yeah, they're just lasers. Yes, not as satisfying.
Like have you gotten into a 0G fight yet?
Not yet.
But I heard that like shooting like
the ballistic guns will like push you back, but the lasers will let you.
That's cool.
Just stay in space, That's I don't know. It's
those are the little touches that Bethesda's gonna offer.
Because there's like we talk about the reality of it. Like they put a lot of fucking thought into like.
Is gravity like,
a universal time? Like there's
there's different gravity on every planet. Yeah.
Okay, I noticed that. That's always the thing that bothers me in science fiction movies. There's like gravity, just like all gravity from here on out is like Earth. Everything's just the same gravity. And I'm like, I jumped on one planet. I'm like, it had people walking around and shit, but I was like jumping a little bit farther. I'm like, is that me or
no? That's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I was exploring one planet. I was fucking with my boost pack. I was like getting really high up there. Covering some ground. Yeah,
I can see the world.
But they have like world time depending on like the tilt of the axis on the planet, and then they have a universal time, which is like just
what
the universe time. Like there's so much things that they put into this, and so many things. Like this is one of the games that people are gonna be playing for years. It's more like It's less of a game of the year and more like a game of the decade.
Right.
Oh, big thing there. I haven't heard anybody say that one yet, but it's. I mean, there's so much people to do in it, and there's so far for it to go. Like it could essentially be the game that we're playing for the next.
Well, that's what they say. They said that Todd Howard made this game for you not to be playing for like a year, but be playing for years.
Which is why I think like the release scores were a little like meh,
premature.
Because you need to
7 out of 10,
80 to 100 hours, and who knows if the
didn't Need for Speed get like a 7 out of 10? Are you fucking telling me Starfield is the same level as one of those games?
I mean, I've heard rumblings of New Game Plus stuff, which sounds really cool. So I'm excited to get to that stuff.
Yeah, the game really opens up when you do that, I guess. So I guess it's just main quest, just to get to it, just to.
I don't know. I don't want to do that though. Like when I finish a game, like I'm done. Like
yeah, but
usually like I'll play again. And...
I think
dude, how many times do you play Skyrim? You beat that game, you go right back into it.
At least from what I've heard, they frame the new game plus in this game differently. Like you're not just starting over from the beginning and doing it again. Like there's
probably not that long of a main quest too.
No, if you mainline it, you can get it done in like 15 hours. Like it's not long at all.
Okay, yeah. Bethesda's games, like these days, especially the older ones, or the newer ones, I guess. It's not about the main quest. I think Skyrim is amazing because it's a good main quest, but like how many people have probably finished it because it's so much
I didn't complete
the
main quest in Skyrim until I was like fucking 200 hours in or whatever,
Right. Yeah. Did you do? Did you kill the dragon?
I don't remember.
Parthenax.
I honestly don't remember.
Mario, the guy that did the voice of Mario.
Yep. All right, let's wrap this baby up. We've been talking for an hour.
Let's bring her back to Earth.
Bring her back to Earth.
Go back to the lodge.
I think it's safe to say that we're all currently enjoying the game. I think it took me a couple play sessions to sort of get into the groove a bit.
Totally agree.
And because now I'm sort of in a flow of like I said, I'm learning the language of this game, what to look for, and like I'm getting into a groove with some of the side quests that I'm doing, and like building my ship out was fun. And now I feel like stuff like that. I have ownership over it, and so it just makes the game better. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to every time when I have free time at night. I'm definitely looking to play some more Starfield because it's making me wanna keep going. Just these little things. It's want to see where this mission goes.
I'm totally with you, man. So. Yeah, totally with you.
Like I don't know if I'm like completely blown away by the game, but I am really enjoying it.
I was blown away at the first time I went in outer space with the ship. I had headphones on, and the music was kicking in. I didn't want to do that mining shit, so when I was like, this is what I really wanted to experience. And the sound and the music, I was just like, all right, this is Starfield. Like this feels really cool. And I don't know, I can't say enough about the sound production. I just think it sounds really good in key moments. But yeah, I would give it like an 8 out of 10.
That's kind of where I'm at this point.
In 5 years, ask me, I might move it to a 9.
Right. Also, the more we play, the more we things might change, and our impressions on it might change. So these are just early impressions.
The more I play, the more I hope that they ditch the creation engine when they make the next Elder Scrolls game. Like I don't want to deal with these fucking animatronics from Disney that have gone fucking ballistic out there. Like
I think they are. I mean, I could be wrong,
they get that better.
But I think for Elder Scrolls 6 they are creating a new engine.
They are in a new, that's why it's taking so long.
I don't want creation engine like 2.0 or like 3.0 or whatever.
They need to either start from the ground up or get
Every game's built from the ground up, Eric. We designed this one from the ground. You hear that about 40,000 times a year at E3 every year. It's funny.
Designed from the ground up.
Whatever. Elder Scrolls 6 is only like 12 years away, so we'll play it.
This will keep you entertained for the next 5 years. I'm pretty sure.
There's no way Elder Scrolls 6 is in 5 years.
4.
No way.
I'll give it 4.
Yeah, dude.
4? No.
Yeah.
No way.
What do you think? 6?
Easily.
They started pre-production like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2006 I thought was the target date, and they just pushed it back to 2007.
26?
2026.
I would be shocked if it came out that soon.
It's got to be at least 4 to 5 years.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be like in my 50s when that game comes out, probably. Like my kids will be like going to college and shit, and they'll be like, "Oh yes, really
it's a good retirement game."
Oh yeah,
you're gonna retire and then just play fucking Elder Scrolls.
I heard one person say that like Todd Howard, because of his age, he's like 50s, right? And like he made Starfield, and like he probably will make one more Starfield in his lifetime, because Bethesda games take so long, and that's crazy to think about. Like when did Skyrim come out? 2011, right?
I was in high school.
11. Isn't that crazy?
I was in high school when that game came out. Yeah.
And now you're pushing 30, and this is like Starfield, and like you're still waiting for the next Elder Scrolls game.
Yep.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy, man.
All right, I think we're done.
Yeah, let's wrap
I
up.
go play some Starfield now.
Yeah,
got me all jazzed up.
Let's wrap it up, baby. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on X and Instagram at Nomads of Fantasy. You can
in our Discord.
Get in our Discord. Yeah,
we got a bunch of people in there chatting about stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. nomadsoffantasy.com/discord. You can watch you watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/@nomadsoffantasy. Play our game, whatmapgame.com. Check it out. We got some other stuff in the works still, the website and merch store, so stay tuned. The best place for updates on that is our Discord, or, Twitter or whatever. But, yeah. X, yeah. We'll have updates soon on that stuff. But, yeah, I think I want to go play some Starfield too. So, as always, safe travels, Nomads. I started the outro music way too early, so now there's no more music. But safe travels, Nomads.
Always buckle up in space.
Journey into the Starfield.
We didn't even